Hey everyone, hope everything's working here. I'm trying to get things to turn on here and get stuff turned in here, do some crazy stuff. Give me a second. I gotta lock that. I think audio's working. It should be. Hey, Filthy McNasty is in. How you doing there, buddy? Hold on a second. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put that there. I gotta lock it. And I got to put this there. And I got to lock it. I had this set up earlier, and oh man, this I'm not really thrilled with this streaming software. But anyway, I got some shenanigans in for the evening. I'm bored. I've been a little sick, under the weather lately, so you know, kind of feel a little bit better. So let me see what I have in this box. What's under? Oh no, not that one. It's under box number 2. See what's under. See what's in box number 2. I'll set some stuff out here. I'll just set it out like this. Get people all worked up and hot and bothered over some stuff. Oh, let's see. I could probably set this right here. And I'm not looking at comments yet, so I will here in a second. I guess I could go over to comments. Let's go to that. I don't know. Are there comments there? I see Filthy McNasty's comment there. Let me see. I don't see any. Oh, there it is. Oh, now they're starting to show up. So I go like this. There you go. Hey, there you go. Your comment's been posted. I don't know how many people are even looking, so I don't really care. But ooh, don't want to do that. Let's get people all hot and frothy. Oh, a little overexposed too. Now maybe it's just because I was down like this. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna switch for this view, and yeah. Oh, look at that. Pink Lady, Desert Fox. Look at them apples. Brand new gun for Shock Tech. Got parts here. So came from the anodizer. So probably start kind of building some of this stuff. I don't think I'll get the whole thing done tonight, but it's a lot of work because this one is literally just a pile of parts. Yeah, that needs to go. We're gonna put this thing on. Like I said, I don't know. Can I see? I think there's a way to go in here and see. I don't know how many. Oh, one's watching right now. So let's see. Is that? Oh, so I need to Loctite that in. So let's do that. While we're here, let's throw some Loctite. Now I got to build this via Shock Tech standards. So that means I need to get the green Loctite out, guys. Yeah. Get everyone all hot and bothered over green Loctite. This is kind of a unique build. How many pink lucky ladies? Not lucky ladies, but what do they call these? These are not the lucky ladies, but the what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember now. I'm going to set this guy. Make sure that's straight. Yep, I'm going to set him just right up here. I'll let him do his thing. Get nice and settled in there. I wish they would make some white donut backs. It's the one thing that they haven't done. So let's, while we're here, just going to assemble some stuff. I got a whole pile of parts here. These guys, oh, I'm missing some stuff too. So that's missing that. I'll find another screw for that. That's going to go there. That goes right here. That goes here. Where's that? Oh, that screw goes. Oh no, there's it. I found the other screw. I'm not missing anything. So that's a good deal. I was gonna record on Facebook, but it wasn't working. Let me go see if I can get it to fire up again. I don't know why it's not wanting to work. Let me see here. Nah, I'm not going to go over to Facebook. As long as I don't put a frame in here, and you know, then I won't get you know, demonetized or some dumb thing like that. They get all weird about it. Or someone, you know, reports me because their feelings are damaged. That's okay. Doesn't bother me. But let's see. Let's get some of these parts out. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting build. So let's see. I need those three things. Not really going in any specific order here. I am going to put a little green Loctite on this. Let's go back to comments so I can see what's going down on comments. If anyone wants to say anything. Hey, Filthy, is the Decay Nations is like this weekend, isn't it? When is Decay? I should look that up. I was gonna try to make it. I've just been fighting some health issues, buddy. Fighting health issues. So when I feel good, I feel good. When I don't feel good, I don't feel good at all. That's okay. Just fight through it. That's all you do. But I think Decay Nations is coming up. Okay, that's nice and perfect. Okay, I gotta set these guys just kind of like, I need to set things where I can see them. Uh-oh. Oh, I know I should do it like this. That's how you do it, is you hang it straight down. There's a trick to that. There's a complete trick. All right, so that's there. These guys, the ShockTech have a little, and do I need to do anything work to this? Oh, I may have to. I have the tool for that too. I got the tool. Let me see. Where's my ShockTech? Oh, maybe it's right in here. No. Is it right in here? Yeah, there it is. A special tool specifically for this right here. It's a little end mill. I think this is, no. Oh yeah, it is right here. It's a little end mill. It goes in like this, and you hand do it. You hand, there's a little burr in there. You gotta relieve. There we go. This one I may need to machine this a little bit. Just maybe a little. Let's see how far I need to go. I can maybe go a bit further in this. Danny gave me this tool specifically to do this with. So yeah, we're going to get into this Desert Fox a little bit further. You guys will see why it's so special. So special. Oh yeah, that's it. That's where it needs to be. Okay, so we need to go like this. I need a little dab of green Loctite right there. I need my little pointy tool, and I'm going to put this in the hole. I don't want it to get on the outside. You don't need much. Okay, we get this guy, and we're going to screw him in. Come on, get going. Oh, yeah, now it's going. That should go right to the end. There we go. A little bit more. Get a 16th Allen key. Yeah, right there. That works good. Moves back and forth. That's what it's supposed to do. You know, I'm going to hold off on fully assembling this. I'm going to take it apart. I think I just got to machine this brass piece down just a tad. And I had to do that on some other ones before. So I'm not going to assemble that part. So I'll put all these parts back in here. Just not going to do this one part. And I gotta go chuck that thing up on the lathe and just take off a little bit of a shelf. The brass part. It makes it fit just a little bit better. Well, let's just kind of go with putting the lower tube kit in, I guess. Not many comments. Pretty crazy. 5 watching. So I'm assuming audio's working. I guess I could check right here. Let me see. I'm assuming audio is working. I'm going to turn my sound on. Yes, I can hear myself. It sounds good. Here's something that's neat. This is the Athlon Rangecraft. And, you know, when I'm getting treatment done, I do stupid things and buy stupid stuff. This is a radar chronograph. It's for firearms, but it's kind of cool. It's supposed to be highly accurate, and I have tested it. And so it's kind of cool. So let's see what else. I can do a quick session. Let's do that. What's a quick session? I'm going to go down and pick other. And I'm saying the velocity is 65 to 500 feet per second. And then, oh no, that's not what I do. I want to back out. I want to do a new session. It's kind of cool. And this is neat because you can, down to other, that, you can put the weight of your paintball. So I have a little gram scale. And I put 10 of them on the gram scale, and I weigh it multiple times. And I divide that number by, in the grams by 10, and I'll put in the grams. And this gives you energy, which is kind of nice. It gives you, it lets you know how much energy that ball is going. And FPS also does all that stuff. But it's kind of provides a little higher, a little bit more accurate representation of that number. I should have put that. Why did I do that? So anyway, just kind of interesting. Come on, get open. Let's get this lower tube kit together. Let's just peel the scab back now, folks. Just peel the scab back now. Oh, hey, thanks, Joe Vito. I appreciate it. Let's just pull the scab back now. Everyone talking. 11/16. I'm going to zoom in here. Let's super zoom. This is, oh, I got the lighting right. ShockTech Factory Fat Rat. There's very few of these. There's very few are being made. And and they're not doing custom orders on them. So I do know that. But it's kind of cool. I think it's neat. Neat little project. The old Fat Rat. This was actually a fun project to do. This is Dan Vizzani from Killshot Customs. Myself, probably about 5 years ago, we're at Super Game Indiana, and we had, and I had just started the Fire series with ShockTech, and they had got him in from anodizing, and Danny was building him. Well, he lives in Indiana area, close to it. And where's the front spring? Hold on a second. I'm missing a front spring. Yeah, I'm missing a front spring. That's frustrating. I have to pull one out of inventory. That's okay. And so he said on Sunday, he goes, "Hey, look, swing by the house." That's where he does all his building and stuff like that, where he builds everything. And he goes, "You check out your guns that you had ordered." And then that's the first time I met him. And so we were there, and Vizzani and I were talking to him, and we're kind of, he gave us free reign into the shop. He goes, "Hey, whatever you want to leak, you want to open up boxes, I don't care." It was cool. It was a lot of fun. And I feel very fortunate to have that experience, Dan Bizzoni and I, and he was asking us, so I just want to look at this. Very cool. Aspire. Hey Doc, I just say I learned so much from watching your videos about Autocockers last year. I don't know anything about them, and now I bought parts and a body to build. I think that's awesome. You should do it. It's a good way of doing it. But anyway, so we're sitting there, and Danny goes, well, he goes, what's needed out there? He goes, what is needed in the Autococker world? You know, he says, we're making this stuff, and Bizzoni and I couldn't say it fast enough. At the time, Simon was out 11/16 valves. So was AKA. They were out. There was like a shortage. No one was doing 11/16 valves. And we're just like, hey, yeah, we need a 11/16 rat valve. And he's like, man, I don't know. He goes, when we did 11/16 valves for the Spiders, he says it's just nothing but a nightmare because of the issue with the lower bores weren't always 11/16 or 690 or whatever. They were always, you know, vary between batches of guns. And it says they just leaked. They just had nothing but issues. And we're like, yeah, that's still an issue, even in Autococker world, but we've got a lot of tricks to get around that. And he just said that's why he never converted over to. He says just too much of an issue. He says having that the stock 9/16 valve bias on the front and seal against the front, it's a really easy seal. It's a really reliable seal. And so that's kind of one of the things he was concerned with, and why he hadn't really thought about doing those. And so we're like, yeah, but they're needed, and people will buy them. So it's kind of interesting. And so he goes, well, and he didn't want to do them at all. He was like, it wasn't really what he's hoping to hear from us, I think. We're like, yeah, there's just no one doing them. And so finally he said, look, if you guys work on prototyping this, he said, he got me the CAD files. Bizzoni owns Killshot Customs and a full-on shop, like full-on build everything you can imagine in shop. He goes, if you guys can show to me that it works, he says, I'll make them. And so we went back. I went back with the CAD files, and we went to work, Bizzoni and I did a lot of CAD stuff, measuring other valves. We really did a lot where we spent a lot of time with a whole bunch of 11/16 lower tubes, measuring the inside diameter of a whole bunch of different ones. And we kind of found the average. We did a whole bunch of valves, and we measured the land grooves on those valves, and did a lot of testing on that stuff to see how you know, how the different sizes were out there, and so that's what came up with our final numbers on what the O-ring land groove dimensions were, how deep they were, the diameter of the valve, you know, that we felt we were going to have the best luck. And then the other thing is, we came up with the cone using a coned lug, or a coned set screw here, that I think they're the 18-degree or something like that cone, which is a standard set screw you can buy. It's not anything fancy. And we mirrored that on the inside. The idea is that cone one lines this valve up perfectly with the hole, and it's you know, this hole's, you know, line is drilled right in line, and so that's what we, you know, so it lines everything really nice. So that was we got that. Bizzoni machined them. Here we go. Look at this. Here's the history of them right here. It's the history of the fat route. I 3D printed these in a resin printer, and this is what do we call this? This was project not Hemi, project Project Charger. That's what we called it. And so this is a resin version. This is the first one. This was in a gun being used. It's made out of made on a resin printer that I have. And then let me see if I can find it here. This one's probably one of the original. Let me find one here. One of these guys is probably one of the originals. And then Vizzani made them in brass. And so we did like 20 in brass. Some of these are brand new. Have a look at some are blims. We have a little mark on them to tell you they're blim. One that's got some funny writing on it. Oh yeah, this one's the blim, so we know. It's got, see the X's on the bottom? Stamped. It's a blim for some reason. I think the ring line grooves are too deep, but still usable. Just we don't. None of these brass ones. There's very few people that got the brass one. Like Mark Davis has a brass one. Jason Anthol, I think Bearded Works has a brass one. Charles Bird has a brass Fat Red, I think. Very few people, and they were testers, people that were testing them for us. I put it in a lot of guns. I did every 11/16 gun from trilogies, everything that I could put it in, I put it in. And Vizzani did the same, and the conclusion was they just worked well. The first gun that was built is, you go on my YouTube videos and you look at, there's a purple one on there, a purple Killshot Customs gun that was commissioned by one of our friends, by his boss, for us to do for him and for a Christmas present. Boss was knew he was into paintball, and he wanted to, provide that for him. And so we did, and that was the first gun that it officially went in and was sold. And that gun operates at, I don't know, like really, really low operating pressure. 1, 2, there we go. Really low operating pressure. So, kind of cool. Let's see, is this all? I don't know if this is all put together. I gotta make sure this is put together up here. I want to say that gun runs at, like, shoots 300 at like 150 psi or something. That's just ridiculous. But it's really a custom built gun. It's a Killshot Customs bodied gun, and it's, really, really a nice gun. Make sure I have all the stuff in here. Yeah, that's all there. Make sure that pin was in there. One thing I like about Shottex is they pin their front box or pin, so there's no chance of this twisting off. Completely pinned. All right, that's in. So why do I have 3 sets of? Oh, why do I have 3 sets of those in here? They sent me a bunch of parts, just kind of interesting. 3 sets of trigger plates in here. I need one of you. I need one. Very interesting. Huh. You just gave these to me. That looks like that's a blim. Yeah. Anyway. And this is the one we're going to use. Looks a little cleaner. Yeah, so that's kind of that. That's how that went down. Let's put some pneumatics on. Let's get our pneumatics. Get our RAM out here. Get 3-way timing rod, all this good stuff. Here, I'm going to put the 3-way shaft in the 3-way. We're at it here. So this gun will be available for for sale on the ShockTech site at some point. And will probably be an announced gun. The last 11/16 gun sold in like moments. Just sold really quick. So just to let you know, this one will probably be available here in the near future. When exactly? Can't say exactly. When I get it done and get it back to ShockTech. I'll get this guy too. Then it will be. We'll post up. We're gonna take photos of it. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Yeah, I think they're missing stuff. That's which makes me laugh. So I'll have to find I think I have one. Not in the world. I think he packaged these up, and then forgot a couple parts. But I can ship it back to ShockTech, or they can ship me some parts before it goes. Need a clear knob. Put a little bit of Loctite on that. I'm going to throw this guy in here. I can't get any more perfect than that. Actually clocked perfectly. Weird. See if I can get this guy to spin off. I want to check things in here. Oh, that's on there tight. Need a towel right here. Just want to make sure everything looks good on the inside. Yep, there's lube in there. Pen looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Put a little bit of Loctite on here. Not a lot of people watch tonight, but that's what I figured. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I just ramble on. Perfectly fine with it. Let's see. I was going to try to call Mark Davis. I was going to try to invite him in, but I don't know if I'll do that tonight. I gotta test that more. Okay, that goes here. I have like a process on putting these together. The LPR goes in, and then you got to start tightening it down. When it starts getting tight is when you put this on, and then you clock it. And we're going to clock it to where this barb touches, and then we're going to back it off just a little bit. There you go. So we can slide this on and off. So I brought it to where I could hand tight where it tightened, and then I just wrenched it tight on these ShockTechs until the barb touched the LPC chamber, and then I backed it back a little bit so it doesn't rub against the LPC chamber. So now I can remove the LPC chamber. The engineer, the thinking on how they built these things is so nice. If you order any ShockTech ramps like that, folks, just remember that the swivel is purposely loose because you can put your what size is this? This is your 3/32 Allen in here, and you can tighten it so you don't get wrench marks all over this. You don't have to put wrench flats in here like that. You just unscrew that thing on the end, so they come loose. Then you just run a little bit of Loctite. I use purple on it. I have to use green on this one because it's a ShockTech gun, because I'm building for their spec. But that's all you do. It's pretty simple. Put a little Loctite on there. You don't need much. Wipe off any excess. See, Mark Davis just messaged me. Trying to tighten this guy down. There we go. A little bit of burr in there. And this guy you want to clock before the Loctite sets. Let's put this guy back on. And you want to make sure that the little hex here on the rear barb, it doesn't interfere with like the barrel. So if I get a barrel, I have the barrel right here, I can screw it in and look, and it's got a nice gap there. So those pneumatics are on. While we're here, let's go up here real quick and grab, oh, do I have the clear in here? I do have the clear. Don't have much of the clear left, but we're putting clear on it. So we will put this on. This is the Parker Flex. They use a Parker hose. I think they've had it for years. Where the little diagonal cutters go? Oh. Hey Jake, how's it going? Beard Works is here. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my diagonal cutters there in the other room. Be right back. All right. Oh, and I want to grab, where's this stuff right here? A bit of solvent. I have to clean off the writing on this. So I use a bit of light solvent. If I can wipe that off. Easy, it'll come right off. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it won't. This solvent is not happy with it. Yeah, that's not going to work. Not with this stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe like this. I have a little chart on where these need to be, but this one is usually pretty easy because it's nice and short. Perfecto. There we go. This guy right here. We go right here. Sorry, I'm out of view there. And this hose is just really stiff. It's clear stuff. I'm going to cut that right here. But it's really nice because it doesn't come off. It takes a lot for it to come off. So I'm going to go like this. And I may pull the hose on here, and I may do a different color hose, but we'll just get this on here because I don't really like this writing. I may take it off because I just don't like the writing. I'm going to put this right around here. I'm going to go like this. And then this can tuck like that. So it just S's over just like that. Alright, that's done. We got the 3 timing shift. I'm not going to put that on yet. I do need to build the reg out. So let's get the reg parts. Let's see what's in here. That's that. That's that. Where's the reg parts? Oh, here there. Here's the reg parts right here. Oh, Rich. So no, it's not a customer's gun. This is work that I do for Shock Tech. So this one's an interesting gun, and it's going to be for sale at Shock Tech. And if you missed out earlier, let me zoom in here for you guys to see the key thing. Oh, if you read the bottom there, is Shock Tech Factory Fat Rat on it. So it is a Fat Rat Desert Fox and a Pink Lady. Excuse me. Super rare. Super duper rare. Like one of one. and probably will never be made again. Almost a guarantee on that one. So it's just kind of a neat gun. So they were, and since, so ShotTech sends these guns to me to build. And so, because I was part of the Fat Rack project. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I feel kind of, you know, blessed to get that done. But it will be for sale on ShotTech's website at some point. Just not right yet. So we need to make sure that looks nice and good. We want to make sure this guy looks nice and good. Reg seat looks great. We're going to put the disc down on the bottom. That goes there. 1/8 inch driver right here. This should go in a little bit. Like that. The ball goes down. And then we pack this guy with some grease. So that's what that is. So when I get behind on stuff, I get behind on everyone's stuff. So I kind of got to manage getting stuff done. And ShotTech's like, hey man, how are those 11/16 that you've had for a while? And they're pretty good about it. But just got to get their stuff back, just like everyone. I'm working on everyone's. I actually got a lot of stuff done. I have Rich, are you the guy in Sacramento? I don't know if you are or not. Do I have your stuff? Do I have your stuff? We still got to figure out what to do with that green Oracle. I was able to get it to work with like a War Games valve, but it just is not happy with the ShotTech valve, and that anode is just blowing out. And you talked about just saying screw it, let's put everything on a. I'll take all the parts and have another body kit. I don't know if that's you or not. So kind of hoping to hear back from you on that, but I guess I got sick. I don't know what happened. It wasn't COVID. It was something. Just felt like garbage for a few days, like a week. But anyway, yeah. So let's go and put this in here. Oh, that goes just in there so nicely. We're gonna lube up this guy. A little bit of lube right around that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So then we get our screw. We'll screw that all the way in. Yep. That goes on, and I'm looking for another air fitting. Oh, there it is right there. There's the other air fitting. And I'm probably going to use white hose on this because I actually have some. So, oh, that's Mark Davis. I'll call him back later. I'll call Mark back later. Oh, I think I have the white hose right here. Is it the same length? No, it isn't. Damn it. I just have it right here. I have a piece right here. I think we're going to use white hose. Let me cut it to length right now. Because this is... There we go. I need to order more white. That's all I have left of white. A big old roll of that stuff. Now it's gone. We're going to do a little tapering. If you guys have not... Oops. Not the grease. Where did that go? I have a tool here. Oh, here it is, right here. These are these, and I always kind of talk about these. It's a pencil sharpener made in Germany. Brass. Get on Amazon. Look for the brass one. It's made in Germany. It looks like this. It's knurled. It's round. It's nice and sharp. You don't need to take a lot off. You're just taking a little edge off. You're just taking that sharp edge off, so you don't sit there and cut that number 10 O-ring on your air fitting. So then it just irritatedly leaks all the time. So So you just trim that up a little bit and whammo blammo, everything's great. Oh, this is another nice tool. I get these at Lowe's. It's a Cobalt brand. You got to go in the plumbing section over by like the PEC pipe, and it's a nice multi-tool. It has a bunch of different tools on it, but what I use it for is cutting macroline, and it works amazing. Those little plastic macroline things, I've sliced my finger a billion times with those, and I don't use them anymore because of that. This cuts it square, like perfectly almost every time, as long as you're not, you know, being a dummy, which is a stretch for me, but it just works really good. So I like it. So Cobalt at Lowe's, and damn dry cough, leftover dry cough. That goes there, nice and tight. The air fitting on there. I like to run a Q-tip down here with a little bit of lube on it. Pre-lube that just a little bit. We're gonna set this at 300. Factory set it. Actually, it needs to be a little bit lower than 300. This is a fat wrap tool, so just a little bit, probably 250. Okay, now it goes there. I got off camera. I have my little rag tester thingy here. Yeah, I hear my wife. Let's go with 300. Oop. 250. That'll work. Turn this off. That gets disconnected, and that's done. Whammo. Oh, it's Mr. Rolofson. I wish people would just use their normal names. But hey. Oh, that's funny. You do. I guess you are using your normal name. So, yeah, Rich, this is I know you're probably sitting there going, oh, what, WTF? Yeah, this will be available here fairly soon. I'm probably going to change the hoses over to pink. I think they'll look really good. Or maybe white. Probably white hoses. I have white. I think that'll work really good. I should probably do that right now. Let me get some white. We just do it right now because it'll look good. Where's the, I need this. I need to get some white hose, which is right here. White hose. Just take a piece about like that long. That should be good. Yeah. I think white will look a lot better on it. I'm not gonna mess around with this. Probably not gonna try to get this stuff. I probably should heat it up a little bit. Oh man. This stuff, you can really rip these barbs off if you're not careful. I just use this as my measurement sticks. Oh, that's tough. And this guy I'm going to unscrew. I don't want to break that barb off. I probably should heat it up a little bit. Oh, he's on it tight. There we go. There we go. Get some. All right, so let's go like this. 1. 2. Did I get enough? And yeah, I just got just enough. Man, I happened to cut that perfectly. You can't write that. Oh yeah, this is gonna look a lot better with white hose on it. I think it's a lot better, more fancy. And then this guy goes here, and this goes onto this guy. It's still sunny over there where Rich is at. He's in Hawaii land. It's getting dark here, or it's already dark. Yeah, I think white looks a lot better. I think that was a great idea, Rich. Thanks for giving me that idea. And I may trim this hose up a little bit, so that would be a little bit long. But yeah, it's looking good. These guys, we'll put these back in the box. Let's see, got the regulator done. I can't put the frames, it's a YouTube thing. And plus I have to build the gunfighter, so, and that's something I just don't like doing on camera. It's kind of a big pain in the ass. But what I can do is I can put boldy tints in. Let's put some boldy tints in. Let's go and get myself a little bit of green Loctite right there. Just a little dab will do you. And we're gonna put a little in this screw hole. Just, I mean, it's very little. You don't need much. Let's see, it should put this guy right here. No, I was wrong, as usual. Should be this guy right here. And go all the way forward and just come back just a little bit. See how she operates. Operates nice and smooth. A little snuggy, there we go. Should be nice and good. Do the same on this side. I wasn't able to hit Facebook up on, must be, or the live feeding for some reason, I don't know. I like Facebook, I like YouTube as my place where I like to live feed, but YouTube has different rules on what you show when you're live streaming. And anything that has a frame gets pulled. And it doesn't take much. Someone can complain. And I've had that. I've had for people that, you know, maybe don't like my content or me, and that's fine. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I've been pulled because of that. But for the most part, let's look down here. That looks great. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, those are in there. Okay, so let's see. Is this stuff? Yep, that stuff's. I can put the little set screw in the bottom here. Get it going. That goes there. We'll just set this guy in here now. Set that guy there, because we're not going to put that on until the frame's on. I have, this guy should be nice and straight and all glued up. So we're going to get the bolt. I think I'm going to ask Shocked if they have a silver one of these things. Uh-oh. That's missing an O-ring. That's missing an O-ring. Number 14. Let's see. There, that goes there, that goes there. This goes here. Perfect. Set that right here. Come on, get in there. I'm doing everything off camera. Sorry, I need to get over here. I'm gonna set that here, and I'm just gonna loosely put this on here because it's not gonna have any Loctite on it. And I usually set this last with the frame. That's what I do. You see this? Look how nice it is. No screwing around, no boogering up your stuff. It's the way to go. Okay, let's go out just a little bit. Tiny little gap. That's good enough. I'll partially put the swivel in here. So I know that when I gas it up and it leaks, I haven't Loctite any of that stuff. Alright, I need a caulking rod, which I need to tighten that on there. But let's just put the caulking rod in there. Nice. And I got to machine that one part a little bit. It's looking kind of nice. What do you guys think? Like the white hoses on there? This is kind of a clear white, but you guys get it. So look, it's a dust finish. Static anodizing. Did the anodizing on it. If you guys are curious. I know when a static does anodizing because you'll see that he assembles. He's one of the few anodizers that does this. And all the parts go in separate into the acid bath, right? Into the anodizing bath. And then he loosely assembles prior to dyeing, like the frame and stuff like that. And so when he's doing a fade or something like that, that fade is very consistent across the frame. It's one of the things I like that he does. I think he does a great job at that. His fades are phenomenal. And so he does fade or a splash. So if you have a splash that goes across the frame, it actually matches everything. So if someone ever to pull the frame off and you find it later, it actually matches. So yeah, that's the original frame, I guess. But anyway, let's build out this, and then we'll call it a night. Let's see. Yeah. Let's build out that. We'll set this right up to the side like that. This is the shock tech. I need some parts. This is the SFL on off. And we're gonna put some fancy parts, I think, on this to see the last. Maybe not. So this, here's all the parts for this guy. I need this knob. That guy goes on the knob after it's back, after it's together. This and this go like this. That goes like that. So first thing we want to do is we want to green Loctite that son of a turkey biscuit onto this knob. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. That's done. I like to spin it in here and make sure everything lines up to the hole. It does. There needs to be an O-ring up here, right in here, and I think it's like a number 12. People don't know that there's an O-ring in here. Oh no, it's not number 12, it's number 13. Even paychecks. That's number 13. I just don't remember. What that does is it helps lock this. Not that you need it. I don't think it's not a required O-ring, you know, to have it in there. So if you notice on this guy's got a little bit of a lip right here. And so when you go all the way down, that lip will go right past there and kind of grab onto that O-ring. This keeps it from loosening up. It's really all it does. You don't need any lube on it. You want to have a nice friction on it. And like going all the way down, before we do that, let's get all the other parts put in here. That goes there, that goes there. We're going to put some lube on this guy. This gets dropped down into here. Like that. And then this guy right here, wipe my fingers off, he gets dropped down in there. And this doesn't need to be that tight. So my Allen key to get things going on this. It's always fun to get going. Come on, get going. Flip that guy over. It's fun getting this little miniature jam nut in there because I don't have a tool that's got a little backing on it. I'm sure Danny has something. Yeah, there it goes. I'm sure he has the perfect tool for it. So this little jam nut, all you need to do is just bring it down to where it stops. You don't need to crank down, it just needs to stop, that's all. Nothing special. We're going to get this guy, we're going to throw a little lube on the pin there and the threads. You want to loop that up. Screw that in there like this. Look at them rotten apples. And what side is the Shock Tech one? I think it's on this side. You look at it again, I always forget. Because I'm left-handed, I'm backwards. That one's on that side. Yeah, it's on the. And we're gonna do a different plug on this one. We're gonna upgrade the plug for whoever buys this guy. There it is over there. Want those plugs? Yeah, we'll use those. Upgrade the plug here. Come on. Get out of there. We're going to put a fancy plug. Fancy plug on there. And this one, that goes into the spare parts drawer. Okay, a little bit of Loctite on this guy. I don't want it to leak. There we goes. Go around like this. Spread that all around. No, is that the right one? No, this is the right one. Here we go. Nice down and tight. There we go. I think I'm gonna this Allen key like this guy right here. Here he is, right here. No, this guy right here. So I throw everything around. There we go, nice and tight. We'll get this guy and we'll screw him on. Loctite all the way around. Yeah. Love them rotten apples. How about that? Here we go like this. Make sure nothing slips. That should be nice and good. That feels good. That feels good. Let's get the bottom half. Let's assemble this guy. Oh, I'm missing the screws for this. Oh no, I have them right there. Good. We'll just get this guy all assembled up. Yep, he has the stickers on there. Good. I always thought this was a pretty ingenious little idea that he did here. What is that for? Oh, I know what that's for. For a different gun. What is that washer for? Oh, I know, it's a gunfighter washer. Okay, I'll keep all that. Oh no, that's for the gunfighter frame. That's all for the gunfighter frame. So that goes in here in this box. The rest of this is gunfighter parts. That makes sense. I know exactly what this is for now. That's frame, that's parts. That's good there. So this we go grab ourselves a little bit of goober Jew. And we put a little goober Jew down in here. And we drop the bearing down. Blop. And it has this little aluminum piece, and it's raw aluminum for a reason. It's because they want it to kind of mash a little bit. Make some mashy sounds. It's going to go there. And then a little side screw on it should be right here. Get this guy right here. And we screw down. Yep, that works nice and good. So we're going to have to do a couple things. We're going to take this knob out. We're going to put a couple screws through this to kind of save the screws. Slide that on. I'm going to screw this down. Nice and locked in place there. Really good design. And we're going to screw this back down like that. And this will be ready to assemble onto the frame when that frame is put together. So that will be all happy-go-lucky on that. But before we do that, we have one final thing. I need to get this guy here. Ah, the hiccups. Where's done? Here's this stuff. Let's put a little bit of this cleaner on my fingers. I just want to clean the mating surface where the sticker is going to go. I'm going to wipe off any excess. There we go. And the idea is the Shock Tech sticker is the last sticker to put on. Why do you ask? I don't know. No, it's because I want to line it up. So I'm going to have this all the way to the tight position. And I want the Shawtek sticker to line up so it looks good. So it looks like it's supposed to be there. So when you go all the way tight and you're like shooting at someone, they know it's Shawtek. They can read it. It's not upside down. So it looks totally cool. I don't know. Oh wait, we want to put a little bit of lube down in here. Have a little lube on the end of the stick still. There we go. Got that lubey doob. Just put that on here like that. Look at it. It's nearly a complete gun. Or marker, YouTube. Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I have. Oh, I'm Super Tech tonight. I forgot to put that on there. So, but this marker will be available on Shawtek's website, I imagine, here shortly, in a month or so. But usually we'll do an announcement on Facebook and on the Shawtek page. So if you don't already follow Shawtek's Facebook page, go follow it. So if you are interested in this marker and you want to be a person that tries to push the button really quick to get it, then you're going to want to know when it goes live. There'll be the live date. We put it in this will all be put into the program. The program will go live at a certain time. And I think we just use like Central Time or something like that because that's the easiest. Like some part during the day. And some people get screwed because they're at work, but just take a break during that time. But they do go pretty fast, and it'll probably that's not the Shawtek. I don't know if it's going to be the same price or it'll be a little bit more expensive because there's just a little bit more work that gets done to these. And just like a couple things like, we put different types of fittings on here and stuff like that. But anyway, that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for showing up, folks. And if you haven't done so, hit the like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. And everyone have a wonderful, well, it's Friday tomorrow. Have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. All right, talk for right now.